All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This year we're turning losers to producers. Make sure you do that all. It helps out the channel tremendously. But first and foremost, 4chan got hacked today. And if you don't know what 4chan is, 4chan is a seedy like dark web. I'm not sure if it's on the clear web or the gray web, but I know people used to access it on the Onion router, the Tor network, the Tor router, the Onion router, the dark web. It's all the same thing. And there's illegal, seedy stuff that goes on here. Anything from the worst of the worst that like you know what I'm talking about, like the most illegal, heinous crimes go on here, to the most nastiest, most vile and horrid and rancid stuff goes on here. If you find yourself on 4chan, you got to ask yourself, what are you doing there? Because you gotta, a regular everyday person with good morals and values does not belong on 4chan. But anyways, I digress. Let's get into it. Like honestly,
Well, if you're
I'm
like me, you grew up on 4chan.
gonna stop it right there. If I'm nothing like you. I did not grow up on 4chan. Nobody grows up on 4chan. You sicko.
And looks like they didn't update their PHP, and somebody hacked it. It's down. It might be gone forever. A lot of the files have all been deleted.
Good for the for good for good. Like, dude, why do you sound so sad, man? Like, why do you sound so sad?
And we don't know exactly what went on, but we're going to cover it as best we possibly can. As the entire internet is talking about this morning, it gets pretty interesting, and we cover all of the entertainment news. Now, this is interesting for most people because this was originally like a weeb site. So if you were into anime and manga and stuff like that back in the early 2000s, I am one of those. You might
One of those. There's nothing wrong with anime and manga, but you weren't just there for that. Like, you just weren't there for that. I will not believe it.
have gone on 4chan to start talking about those kind of things. Of course, there's all sorts of other boards and a bunch of degeneracy that followed right after that because that tends to happen.
That's what I said. He's laughing. Tends to happen. No, no, you're sick. Like, you're sick.
And then there's B. We don't talk about B.
B, talking about B, exactly what I was talking about, dude.
We're just
He's like over here laughing, like a bunch of degeneracy, like it's innocent. Like, no, you don't belong on 4chan.
not even going to go there. It's not a thing. As we all became more refined and adults, we might have graduated to Paul, which is /POL, politically incorrect, where we went on there. And of course, that is a, if you look at the news outlets that are reporting this today, other than Fandom Pulse, which is where we write our entertainment news, they talk about how it's an extreme right breeding ground. It's very funny stuff. When you read the mainstream news, maybe we'll look at a couple of those articles whenever they talk about 4chan. Now, the news always falls for pranks that happen on 4chan. They have been going off on them for years. One of the funniest ones I ever remember, and one of the biggest ones that 4chan did, was the OK sign. You remember the OK sign where you hold up
Nah, dude, I don't remember it. What are you yapping about? Like, cut to the chase, bro.
your thumb and index finger in a circle, and then you put three fingers up and you go, "I'm okay." Well, 4chan pranked and said that it actually stands for white power. And the internet,
What a prank. What a prank, 4chan. I can't, dude. The society is. I can't with society and people. They're a certain type of special.
went ballistic with it. All the news agencies reported it as if it were an actual real thing. They started going crazy. They banned somebody from a baseball game from for making the OK sign. It was
So funny, so funny. It's representing white power. Ha ha ha. So funny. Like,
utterly ridiculous how things go. And many pranks like that went on over the years. One of the best things was Shia LaBeouf, the actor, made
Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. Dude, what is wrong with this guy? Like, honestly, like, what am I watching right now? Shia LaBeouf. If anything, it's Shia LaBeouf or Shia LaBeouf. But Shia LaBeouf, like, what are we doing here?
the "He Will Not Divide Us" thing, anti-Trump crap at the beginning of the first of the 3 Trump terms that we've had for presidency so far. And he would put up these flags all around the country, like in different locations, about, resist and all this crap. And Channers would find it. They'd track it down. They'd get that flag taken down and own Hollywood in the process. The power of weaponized autism, as we like to call it back in the day. So
The power of weaponized autism. Dude, if any of you guys watching this video and think this guy's as ludicrous as I think he is, like, can you please just like, comment, and subscribe? Something like that, just to know I'm not alone here. Like, please. Like, do you hear the stuff this guy is saying? How does this guy have a YouTube channel? Like, honestly.
So lots of fun stuff happened on there. I'd say over the last
Lots of fun stuff.
few years, it's been changed a little bit. It's now kind of shills and bots, and there's less. You get less interesting information.
Oh man, that's so sad. You're not like, it's so sad, isn't it? Like, it's so sad. It's changed a lot of shills and bots. You sound upset about it. You should be thrown behind bars.
On there, you get less interesting conspiracy theories, which all ended up to be true from the old ones, and so it definitely has been taken over to some degree, but it still has had its influence over the years. So this morning it went down, and there was a hack attack on this. It's gone, and all this information leaked from the 4chan site. From a bunch of moderators got leaked. They got doxxed and stuff like that. We're not going to put up any of that type of stuff.
Okay, you're not going to put up any of that type of stuff. All the moderators got doxxed and leaked. All the people contributing to the debauchery and the heinous and vile stuff that goes on there. Send it right to the FBI. Like, send it right to the FBI. You guys know what type of stuff I'm talking about. Those people deserve to be jailed and behind bars. Like, honestly, dude. Like, I can't even do it right now because, like, I'm so serious. Like,
but we will show a little bit of the fun stuff here. This is Red Country.
red countries are considered bot countries by 4chan per leak. PHP.
Are considered bot countries by 4chan per the leaked PHP. So as you can see, USA, Canada, Mexico, not so much bot countries. So there's a okay. We got it. Well, I guess
What a useless piece of knowledge. What a useless piece of knowledge. This is what they leaked, not considered a bot country. Like, what are we talking about here, dude? People have way too much time on their hand.
there's one country in South America that's not a bot country. That's about it. Most of them are. That's Paraguay. That's not for some reason. Then you got Spain, France, Germany, but you got almost all of Asia, Russia, almost all of Africa are also bot countries. And of course, Greenland, until it gets annexed by the United States, will also be known as a bot country. So there you go on the 4chan stuff. So this is what Mr. Mediker says about the debacle. Site run on outdated shit, not updated in a decade. These Redditors. Private ban reasons. Some of the staff even used EDU emails. So this is pretty funny. Now, it was an anonymous website for a reason because people...
This is pretty funny. This is pretty funny. What is funny about this? What is funny about this? What sick, twisted... let me guess. A dude who uses 4chan finds this type of stuff funny. Like, this is disgusting. Like, it's just straight disgusting. I don't even want to make this. Like,
people didn't want to be associated with it. The original owner actually stepped down and stepped back from it because he was, so scared of all this stuff.
You should. You're operating on a pretty much illegal. I'm almost 90% sure it's on the dark web. It's not illegal, but the stuff that goes on there and the content that is on there is illegal. Like, you're guilty by even being on the website. I hope the FBI shows up at your door and raids your house and takes you to jail and throws you in the hole.
And it's really, really funny that there's EDU Jannies on there because those are people that work at colleges and the like. And so they're literally employed by the academic institutions on this website. Very, very funny stuff. Hackers did
very, very funny stuff. Like, very, very funny stuff. Like, very, like, dude, dude.
Didn't just break their mops.
The only reason I'm going to continue making this is so, like, this guy gets seen for the sicko he is who made this video.
They shoved them up their asses, is what he says on this right here. And here's some of the stuff that they were showing from the...
I'm going to have to go blank over this.
Background. You can see, You will not post the following outside of B, troll posts, etc. They were there, but there's private reasons. So there's public reasons for the bans, and then there's private ones. 100 plus posts calling people different things. Do not lift. I guess, and that's from Slash News.
I'm blanking this out. It says the J word and the word that starts with F and ends with the T. That's what he was talking about here. Disgusting slurs.
Now on poll, you get that pretty much every single post, so I don't know how that'd get you banned on that front. Gator Gamer said this about it. He says, "Where were you when 4chan die? I was at house eating Dorito when phone ring. 4chan is kill. No."
All right, I'm done reacting to this. You guys get it. It was hacked. It's a bunch of debauchery. Many people got doxxed and exposed as they should. And yeah, don't go on 4chan. There's a website out there called 8chan. It's just like the sister version. Don't go on that either. Don't go on any of this. Forget that I even said any of this. The only reason I know this is because I was watching prior videos on this to make this video. So yeah, stay safe out there. Don't go on a dark web. Don't do anything you're not supposed to do. Don't click on any links. Don't fall for any phishing schemes. But again, this year we're turning losers to producers, and that starts by getting people like this out of here. Just nasty, nasty people. Dude who made this original video laughing about it, ha ha ha, like it's so funny. If you're with me, if you think I'm right, like, yeah, I can't be the only one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, just so I know I have support on this and I'm not alone. All right, I'll see you guys. Peace.